Good morning. Well, good afternoon, because technically it is the afternoon. It's so like muggy outside, so I just feel so like dreary, but I forced myself to get up because it is Tuesday and I'm not gonna let half the week pass just because it's ugly outside, because really it's gonna be ugly all week. I am headed to Home Depot to meet my dad because I'm finally taking the initiative of like painting this room and doing something to it. I dread apartment decor, partially because one, I'm renting, so I don't like making permanent decisions on places that aren't permanent, right? And I don't know if I'm gonna be here. I don't know what the next few years of my life are gonna look like, or even what the next 6 months of my life are gonna look like. But also in the same breath, I've been saying that for the last almost 6 years now, and I've still been here by myself. So it's like, okay, you've been here long enough to know that, like, you know, this is home, and even if it's for 6 months, you need to do something. Like, it's about time that you do something. And I've been pushing it off because the thought of it is just overwhelming. I don't like having to move stuff out. I don't like having to think about what I want. I don't like any of it, as I'm like changing my content up and doing more lifestyle content as opposed to just beauty content. So being that I was doing beauty content before, I would do all of my work in the other room, which is where I have my vanity and why I wanted all of that. But I'm doing less of that and more of like everyday lifestyle type of content. And so I want to be able to use my bedroom just because, you know, it's part of my lifestyle. It's where I read, it's where I do all my things. I'm gonna go see about some paint, which is like, I'm pushing myself because this is not stuff I like to do, surprisingly. But I'm gonna see, I like doing it when it's like in a new apartment, right? Like when there's no furniture. But the thought of having to remove things and, oh my God, it's just, oh. But whatever, I'm gonna do it like very, very minimal so that it's not super stressful. And my dad is here, so he'll help me take my furniture apart. I have this dress on, which I think was in one of my last vlogs. I bought a new one too, but because I don't have the right sneakers for it yet, I'm just gonna wear this one just in case I decide that I want to work out after. I'm set up for success, you see what I'm saying? As opposed to putting on clothes and having to come back, I can just set myself up for success and put myself in the mind frame that I'm going to the gym, because my body hurts. So that's the plan. I definitely have to do something with this hair. Also, I bought a new book and I'm excited to read it. It is called I Almost Forgot About You. And I didn't read too much about it, like as far as what it's about, but it came recommended from one of these content creators on YouTube that I follow. And I like briefly read what it would be about, and I was like, okay. So I'll read it to you real quick. It just says, Dr. Georgia Young's great friends, family, and successful career aren't enough to keep her from feeling stuck and restless. When she decides to make some major changes in her life, she finds herself on a wild journey that may or may not include a second chance at love. Big-hearted, genuine, and universal, I Almost Forgot About You shows what happens when you took a chance and open yourself up to life, love, and new possibilities. And I just love stories that have to do with like going on a journey or like discovering oneself. And if I'm not mistaken, this is written by a woman of color. And so I'm just really excited to read it. I've been really into fiction. I was reading this book called A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, but I just cannot get into it. And I'm literally like 200 pages in, but I just keep putting it down and not finishing it. So I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna pick up this book and I'm gonna try reading this one and see if I like it. But also, it's on Oprah's list. Oprah commented on it, so I think it'll be good. I'm gonna bring it with me on the train, so instead of listening to music, I'll read, and we'll see how that goes. I washed my hair last night. I definitely need to like do my hair and deep condition it, but I don't know. I've just been wanting to give my hair like a little break for a second, so I've just been going to the gym with my hair in a bun, which is fine by me. Ooh, and then putting a hat on over it. By the way, this conditioner smells so delicious. I think I've mentioned it before. I got it at the Carol's Daughter event. It is the Born to Repair and Made to Care System Nourishing Conditioner. This thing smells so, so good. Okay. I really hope I make it to the gym with all this fitness gear I have on. Let me put regular. I was gonna use my favorite lotion. Listen. If I haven't made it clear in almost every video, this is my favorite lotion. Ouai's body cream, the St. Bart's body cream. I love this thing. And I'm trying to save it with everything in me. So being that I'm not going anywhere special today, we're going to put on regular Jergens lotion. Oh no, I have, let's see. I bought a dupe. I forgot that I bought a dupe. So I bought the Trader Joe's Brazil Nut Body Butter, which, I mean, has been sold out in a whole bunch of Trader Joe's. So I bought that just in case I ran out of that. But now that I'm thinking about it, I could just use it instead of that on the days where I'm not really going anywhere, but I still want to smell good, you know, because I like to smell good. So we can save Jergens for the winter when I'm all layered up and you can't smell me at all. We will use this in the summer so that I'm still smelling delicious. Look at this definition though. My triceps are so sore, but I see them coming through, which means I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going because, oh my God, I need to shake my legs. From boxing class, and I am back from Home Depot. Boxing class was really good. I haven't been in class in like a month and a half, so for me to be out of class for that long, it was difficult today, but it wasn't unbearable. I've had worse classes, so I'm really happy to be back, and I'm just gonna get back to going twice a week so that I can really get in shape. I switched the colors that I wanted for my room, which I'm a little nervous about because I like white walls. That is just my thing. But I was looking on Pinterest yesterday, and I think I really like, well, in general, I like French room design, French style, I should say. I noticed that they have like these beige, cream, white walls. And so I think I wanted to go with that because that's gonna match my new bed frame. I'm praying that this comes out nice. It's not like when you see it, you're gonna be like, it's not that big of a difference. But for me, I'm not a person who likes color on the wall, so I'm gonna feel the difference. I still am gonna do the trimmings white, but the color is gonna be beige. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, see, so I don't know if this is the, oh, hold on. I have the paint here, but I don't know which color is which. This is the Swiss coffee, okay. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it on here because right here, this looks white. So if you look, that looks white. But I'll show you once it's up. But anyway, I took everything out of the room yesterday. Oh, my battery's about to die. Dang. I took everything out of the room yesterday, so literally all that's left is this bed, but I'm also getting rid of this bed frame. So I'm gonna have to see about taking this out later on today. But this is what my walls are looking like right now. They're like this like lightish gray, like a really white gray. But we had ran out of paint in the process of painting, so we never really finished the other coat. So now I should have enough, I pray I have enough, where this will be able to cover the whole thing. So everything is scheduled to come today, my bed frame, my dressers, everything. I don't need to build everything today. I really just want to paint everything today. Oh my God, look at the holes on my wall, Jesus. This is like mentally overwhelming me. I know once like we get started, it's not gonna be as bad, but I hate painting. But whatever, it's gonna get done. Everything is here. It's just time to do it. I don't feel like I have to finish the building today, but my dad, I'm gonna see how he feels, and if anything, we could just start fresh tomorrow. I just want to paint today. Like that's literally all I want to get done. I literally went to bed last night and I felt like I didn't even sleep because you know when you have something important that you need to do and then you go to bed and you dream about it? Yesterday, I was just dreaming that we were painting the wall. So when I woke up, I was like, oh my God, like I didn't even rest. that I have this bonnet on for any particular reason. I just really like my hair out of my face, and my hair is a mess right now. So when I wear my bonnet, it just makes me feel like I have my hair together. I'm drinking my morning coffee, and I woke up reading a little bit of the Word. So I'm really excited because one of my creative friends hit me up and was like, do you do Bible study weekly? Do you do it alone? And if not, like, do you want to do it together? Do you want to do it together? And that was just like, that was exactly what I needed, because I've fallen off a little bit on being consistent with reading my Bible daily. And I can always feel the difference when I'm not reading it as much as I should. And I don't really know what, I mean, I have an idea as to why I stopped, but that was like my nudge to get back on track. And she was asking me like, you know, what have you been reading? And I was like, girl, to be honest, I haven't been reading. So that was God's little reminder to like get me back, put me back in shape. So I was reading Genesis this morning. She was focusing on chapter 12. So I was reading chapter 12, which was getting me all the way together in so many ways. And I'm going to continue reading it a little more because we're supposed to meet via phone call or FaceTime, I'm not sure, at 11:30 to talk about what we read. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time reading. Today is the 4th, so I am excited to be outside and watch fireworks. Not necessarily for the holiday in itself, but I love fireworks and I love getting together with people. So I've invited some friends over, some family over, and we're gonna head to the pier. I'm finally gonna make my, God willing if it doesn't rain, I'm gonna make my charcuterie board, which I am obsessed with charcuterie boards if you haven't seen in my previous vlogs, but I've never made one. I just love like charcuterie food. And I've always wanted to do like a picnic with a charcuterie board. Like that's been a dream of mine, or to like have a date with a charcuterie board or just like a picnic in the park. So I'm gonna make myself my charcuterie board today. And it's crazy because in 2020, when we were all locked in, I was going to the park a lot and hanging out in the park. And I bought a charcuterie board because I was like, this is gonna be the year that I'm gonna have my little charcuterie picnic. And can you believe it's 2023 and I have not opened that charcuterie board? I've had enough. I've had enough of myself. So I was like, you know what? I went to the supermarket with my friend and I bought like fruits and cheeses and salami. So I am making this charcuterie board. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I also have a cooler. So I don't know. I'm really excited about it. That's going to be later on today because I think the fireworks are at 9. So I have to figure out like how I'm going to time everything. But at least in the morning, I can start my day with some study. I'm going to clean up the house a little bit as much as I can because, you know, I'm still working on this room. I don't even tell you. So the dressers, me and my dad put our dresser together just to realize that, well, my dresser together, just to realize that it was too small. Like it's almost like I don't want to say a baby dresser, but it is like a younger kid dresser and it's very short. I didn't look at the measurements when I bought it. All of this was on impulse. Like, when I had the feeling to redo my room, I was like, I know I don't like doing any of this or having this done. So let me just do it now that I have the inkling to like, you know, go for it. So I just ordered it based off looks. I didn't even measure it and it was too short. So like we had to take apart the first dresser that we put together and I'm having it picked up tomorrow so I can get a refund. And I have to order another dresser, which I don't know what dresser I'm gonna find because I really just want my life back. I want my room back. I want the cleanliness of my home and the organization of my home back. So I am praying by this week, if not early next week, all of this will be done so I can move on with my life. In the meantime, I just want to clean the areas that are cleanable. And yeah, everything else is done though. The bed is done, the mirror is up, the painting is done. I have to wait for my artwork to get here, but like everything else is done. And then I'll just add on to it as I go. I just really wanted to change those things. So that's what I'm waiting for in the meantime. Oh, I just made a mess here. I have to get a napkin. Let me get to reading a little bit more of my Bible and then I shall get back to y'all. Every time I get you on my vlog, you're in the same exact position.
Really?
This was you last time.
She told me like this.
in love with my room so far. It's not even done. It's nowhere near done. And yesterday I was so frustrated because I really hate doing stuff like this, and I don't know. This is why I haven't done my room in so long, because I don't like decorating too much. Like I don't mind decorating. I just don't like taking things out, doing like building stuff like that. I'm not into that. So that was frustrating me. And then it was frustrating me because I was like, you know, what's the point of doing my room? This is what I've always been thinking. What's the point of doing my room if I'm not gonna stay here, or I don't know how long I'm gonna be here? But now that I'm seeing everything slowly come together, like my bed, I have to order another frame. Tomorrow my dresser is coming in. I'm just really happy and I'm really excited. Also, I got a new lens, so I'm excited about that too, because my camera got messed up. The lens got messed up, so I went to get it repaired and I was able to get another lens for it. And this is like a ultra wide angle lens, so this is when it's stabilized. And then, oh, I can't switch it while I'm recording. Well, anyway, I really like my lens. So I'm having a great day so far. And yeah, I can't wait until this whole thing is gonna come together. It's probably not gonna come together until next week, which is a little overwhelming, but the good news is it's coming together and I'm really happy about it. So now I'm about to just lay down and do some Pinterest researching to see like what bed covers I can get now and like what plants I want to add, because everything has to, like, you know, be ready. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away. Right. And it's almost like idolatry, because you're still living by something and lifting up something that is not of God anymore. I need to like do something with this hair. I just don't know what. I just don't know what. We are back home. I just finished spending the morning in the park. I was doing some Bible study with one of my friends who we started doing Bible study together weekly. And so we meet on the iPad, well, not iPad. We meet virtually once a week. We set aside like some verses or books that we're going to read from the Bible, and then we meet once a week and talk about it. And it was really, really good. I was kind of mad because I had to come back early because my dressers came in from IKEA, so I had to be here to receive them. But it was so good, and I'm really happy that she reached out to me about doing this, because it's been so fulfilling to do it. The only thing is I always feel like the people who I connect with really well, especially spiritually, are so far from me. Like, they're never in New York, they're never anywhere that's close, or if they're here, they leave or I leave. So that part is a little frustrating, but other than that, I'm happy that we're able to do this, because prior to this week and last week, I really haven't been reading my word, and I'm sure there's several reasons for that. I feel like I mentioned this before. I don't know if I mentioned this in this video or another video, but it's not like me to not read my word. I read my word daily. You know that if you've been following me, but I have not been reading my word, and this is like the longest in a while that I haven't been reading my word. So I remember like thinking that, like, dang, it's been a minute since I've been reading the Bible. And then she reached out to me. And so I was like, okay, God, I hear you. You're reeling me back in. Like, I need to tap back in. And God will do that. Like, he'll, you know, let you think that you're doing something. Let you think that you're having your fun. And he'll be like, that was cute, but like, I need you to come back. And that's exactly what he did for me. And so today we read John, or we talked about John 14 and 15, which is really when Jesus was just talking to his disciples about loving him, keeping the commands, and like when he leaves, how the Holy Spirit is going to come and all of these things. And it was so refreshing. It was really encouraging. It was just beautiful to read again about the way that Jesus thinks of us, he loves us, and the way that he talks about us and to us. And so that filled me up so much. So I'm happy that we had that. That was like 2 hours. We be saying we're going to do like an hour, and then we be talking about a whole bunch of other stuff for longer. I had to come back to receive my dressers, because I'm getting my dressers built tomorrow. So that was the other thing. I'm going to end the vlog here, because I feel like this decorating thing has really just been interrupting my life and my vlogging life. So I feel like this vlog was like a little all over the place, in the sense that like I was like going to get things, trying to come back, it was a reflection of my life right now, truthfully and honestly. My dressers are here. They're gonna get built tomorrow, and then I can like organize my clothes, put everything back where it belongs, and continue with my life. Thank you, Lord. But yeah, I'll show you. I can show you. Should I show you what my bedroom looks like right now? It's not like in its full form, so I don't want to show you just yet. Maybe I'll show you tomorrow. I'm gonna end this vlog here, and then I'll start next week's vlog tomorrow. I apologize if this video was a little all over the place. It is a current reflection of my life, but nonetheless, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how your week is going. And yeah, we're back. So I'll see you next week.